a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish queen and neckline blouse. So if this is something you like, please stick to the end of this video. The measurement I'm working with is the shoulder to bust is 9 inches. The shoulder to under bust is 12 inches. The shoulder to waistline is 17 inches. Then the blouse length is 22 inches. That means from the waist to the blouse length is 5 inches extra added. So you have to note that the measurement from your waist to blouse is extra 5 inches. The measurement I have is 16 divided by 2. It will give you 8 inches and you'll mark. Now you come down by 1 inch there, right? Then place your tape, mark a neckline of 4 inches. After you're done marking that, you will go ahead to connect this to your shoulder slope. The next step you take is to find your armhole line. Get that is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now, if you divide the bust I have here is 35. If you divide it and add 1.5, you get 7.3 inches. When you get there, you make a mark, place your ruler and draw a straight line. After that, that measurement you have at the shoulder, which is your shoulder measurement divided by 2. If you divide it, you have 8 inches. You will mark that 8 inches. Place your ruler and connect it to the upper part. I need to place my tape and measure the armhole, divide it into 2. Whatever I have, I will mark. Then I will come in by ½ inch at this point. I will place the tape. The bust measurement I have is 35 inches. If you divide it by 4, you have 8.75. So I'm going to place the tape and mark 8.75 on the chest line. After marking that 8.75, I'll place this ruler, connect from the midpoint to the upper part and connect back to your bust measurement divided by 4. Remember, you add ½ inch at the armhole when transferring your pattern to fabric, which will serve as a joining allowance of the sleeve to the dress. Next, we are going to mark our dart, which we are going to start by marking the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. The nipple to nipple I have is 7 inches. Divided by 2, it will give you 3.5 inches. I'll go ahead to place my tape and mark. Now, that nipple to nipple measurement is what you're going to take down all the way to the lower part of your blouse length. Now, place your ruler and you're going to connect this all the way down to your blouse length. Now, from that neckline, 4 inches neckline, divide it into 2. Connect it to your bust line on your pattern. After connecting this at this point, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to insert the dart. Now, I'm drafting this pattern for bust 35. The dart intake I'll use is 1 inch on both sides, right? I'll go ahead to mark 1 inch on both sides and I'm going to place my my ruler, connect this all the way from the upper part to the lower part. Now, I'll come down a bit by 0.5 inches to 0.7 inches after that point, then connect from the under bust to the bust point. This is so that I don't really have a pointy edge towards the bust area of my pattern, and I'll go ahead to outline the rest of my pattern. Now, place your tape and determine where you want the neckline to be. So I'm using 6.5 inches, which is 2 inches above the chest line. Now, if you're not comfortable with this, please go ahead to remeasure the neckline area. I'll go ahead to take a dart intake of 1 inch on both sides. Then I will connect it back towards the bust area. I'll go ahead to outline. Then the next step is to insert the body measurement. At the bust is 35 inches divided by 4 is 8.75. Now, for the dart intake I'll take is this one here. I don't like having an excess by the side of my pattern and I will replace. You can also replace the one at your over bust if you want to. Looking at this dress, you can join the front and the back together with ½ inch, or if you want to add allowance just in case you want to readjust the dress, use 1.5 to 2 inches for your sewing allowance. Here, the under bust measurement I have is 30 inches. Divided by 4, it will give me 7.5 inches. I will go ahead to mark it here. Now measure this dart intake you have here, which is 2 inches, and I will go ahead to replace it. So I noticed that my dart intake here was more than, so I had to recorrect this. Now replace this dart intake of 2 inches here and add the same sewing allowance you're using for your pattern. Now here, mark your waist measurement. The waist I have here is 32 divided by 4, which will give me 8 inches. I'll mark, replace the dart intake and add the stitching allowance. So after that, at the lower part, you mark your hip measurement. The hip I have here is 41 divided by 4, it will give me 10.5. Then I'll pick this dart intake. I also had to readjust the dart intake here. Make sure that you're using your exact dart intake so that you're not either going to reduce or add an excess to your actual dress. Go ahead to pick this dart intake, replace it by the side, and I'll add my stitching allowance also. So just like I said, you can join the front and the back together with 1/2 inch if you want to have the clean inseam base, but in case you want to readjust your dress most times, or for the customer, you can always add more sewing allowance to your pattern. So I'll just go ahead to connect this. I'll go ahead to outline the pattern so that it will be more visible for you to see. The next step you take is to mark the bust dart. Now to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. For example, the shoulder to waist I'm drafting at the front is 17, while the back is 15.5. You do 17 minus 15 will give you 2 inches. That is what I marked here and connected to the bust, or rather connected to the nipple point. Now I want to work on the neckline of this dress. This is a Queen Anne neckline dress. I'll come in by 2 inches here, or you can use 2.5. If you feel the 2 inches is small, you can use 2.5. So what I'll do is to connect. Now for this part of this dress, you cut out this pattern. Now get your chantilly lace, the part that has a pattern or design, and you place it on it. Now see how I connected it to this point. I slanted it towards the armhole. Now another thing you want to do is to tighten your yoke. Come up by 0.3 inches here and connect and blend out. This is so that the shoulder area will not gape, it will relax easily. Now determine how deep you want this to be. I can't really determine this. If you want it to be the same way you have here, you can just come down by 1.5 to 2 inches and connect for the sweetheart neckline. So this is the yoke of the dress. Now the next step is to come up here by 2 inches so that I'll give it a slight curve. Now you always know you can readjust your pattern before going ahead to cut it out on your actual pattern. Now if you're not okay with the hemline, the curves on the hemline of this dress, please go ahead to readjust yours. I'll just go ahead to connect this at this point, and this is what I have. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So I'm done drafting this out, and this is what I have. The next step I'll take is just to go ahead to cut this out. Now when cutting out, please blend in this side so that the darts will match. Then I'll go ahead to cut out the rest. Remember to cut out this tightening we did at the yoke area, and after cutting this, we are done drafting the front pattern. Now let's draft the back. For the back pattern, you need to mark all your measurements again. Shoulder to bust is 9, the shoulder to waist at the back is 15 inches. Then you add additional 5 inches for your blouse length to get your full blouse length for the back. Now we are also going to measure your shoulder measurement. Whatever you have there, divide it by 2. The shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2, it will give you 8 inches. You will mark. Come down by 1 inch at this point. Place your tape. I'm using a basic neckline of 4 inches and I will connect. You can always readjust if the 4 inches is not okay for you. Next is to find your armhole line, which is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. What I have here is 7.3 inches make a mark and draw out a straight line. Place your tape again and mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then connect it all the way up. Now place your tape, divide what you have here into 2, come out by ½ inch. Place your tape here, mark your bust measurement divided by 4. The bust I have is 35 divided by 4, giving me 8.75, and I'll mark. Now place your ruler, connect to the upper part from the midpoint and connect back to your bust measurement divided by 4. Next step is to place your tape and mark your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Now you're going to take this all the way to your blouse length, place your ruler and draw out a straight line. After that, I'll come down by 1.5 inches for the back neckline, which I'll go ahead to connect. 1.5 inches should be okay so that it will not be too tight on the neckline of the dress, and I'll go ahead to outline. For the back, I'll use a dart intake of ½ inch on both sides, come down by 1 inch here. So I'll also extend that dart of ½ inch all the way down so that you can easily blend your dart if you don't want to cut open your dart at the back when making your dress, so that it will reduce the stress of slashing and joining back. Or if you like, you can cut it open and join it back still. I'll go ahead to outline the dart. Now let's insert our measurement. At the bust, place your tape and mark the bust measurement divided by 4, which will give you 8.75. Add the same sewing allowance you used for the front. The waistline is 32 divided by 4 will give you 8 inches. You're going to mark, pick your dart intake. What you have here is 1 inch. Replace it. I will add back the sewing allowance. The blouse length, I have hip 41 divided by 4 will give me 10.25. I'll mark. Pick this dart intake you have, replace it and add the same sewing allowance you're using. Now all you have to do is to go ahead to connect back your pattern. This is what I have after connecting. I'll come up by 2 inches here and I'll go ahead to connect this all the way down to my blouse. So this is what I have at this point. I'll go ahead to outline my pattern. At the chest line, I'll come down by ½ inch and I'm going to connect it back. This is so that the lacing does not pop up at the center of the back, and I'll go ahead to outline. Next is to work on the yoke area, right? So I will come down by 1.5 inches to create this keyhole neckline. From my dart line, I will connect it. Then make this mark to indicate I have like a button allowance. For the lacing of the back, you can use any measurement of your choice. I'm using 1.5 inches. You can use 2 inches. Now I will mark and then make a dot to indicate I have a lacing there. From the yoke, I'll come down by 0.3 inches and I'll connect it back to the yoke, shed it out. This is to also tighten the yoke at the back of the dress. After cutting out, this is what I have. I'll go ahead to cut this pattern out. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Then I will cut this pattern out. Now you can decide to blend out your dart intake and cut your pattern as one piece, or you can go ahead to cut out your darts and join it back when you're joining your dress. This totally depends on what you want to do. After cutting this is what I have. Mark the sleeve. I'll mark a starting line first. So after marking that, what you do is to mark your shoulder to elbow line, which is 13 inches. Then the shoulder to sleeve length, what I have is 24 inches. Now the next step is to find your sleeve cap height, and to get that is your bust measurement divided by 12 plus 0.5 inches. I have is approximately 3.41. I will approximate it to 3.5, then I will mark a straight line there. Measure around your armhole. Whatever you get, divide it by 2. The round armhole I have is 16, divided by 2 will give you 8 inches. Connect from that point all the way to the tip of your shoulder, right? Now, you're going to place your tape and divide what you have there into 2 equal parts this way and mark the midpoint. From the midpoint to the shoulder point, you're going to place your tape and you're going to divide it by 2. You're going to come up by ½ inch there. Then from the point where you have your round armhole to the midpoint, divide it by 2 and come down by ½ inch. Then connect all these points together. All those points, you connect it. Now you've created your armhole curve. The next step you're going to take is to insert the other measurements. Going to attach your sleeve after you're done sewing your bustier, that is your blouse, the front and back. Now let's say this is the actual dress that you're done making. Now what you will do is to get your tape, measure from the shoulder to your full armhole line or armhole curve, then make sure that whatever you have tallies, so that by the time you add your sleeve to the dress, the armhole area will be the same. So what I have there is 10 inches. Now I'll extend this to 10 inches so that it will rhyme with the armhole of the dress. Now after marking that, measure around your elbow. What I have around the elbow is 11 inches, divided by 2 will give me 5 inches, and I added extra 1 inch. Now around the wrist measurement, I had 6 inches, divided by 2 I have 3, plus extra 1 inch. Just go ahead and place my ruler, connect this all the way, and this is what I have. Remember to add ½ inch at the top, which will serve as the joining allowance to the armhole of the dress. After that, I'll go ahead to cut this out.